Okay, you're gonna be the pilot monitoring. I'll be the pilot flying.
Yep.
Okay.
Could be.
We're gonna initiate at the park. So we are taking off. Oh, let me just see if this is connected. Hold on. Map. Yes, we are connected here. Perfect. So we are taking off runway 05, right? Yes. Okay. Just want to make sure that our gate looked good. We are closing up.
We're gonna
tail left.
push back tail
Yeah.
left.
Okay. And then this are on. Initial speed.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. 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 Okay, Gabriel. Whenever ready.
Are we on? No.
Yep, going live in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Gabriel. So outside inspection is completed. We're just back here on the.
All right. So
deck.
you want to continue on with the list here?
Perfect.
Okay. So inspection complete. You said.
Let's do a quick intro here before we go.
Oh
straight
yes,
to
we do that. Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome back to another Friday here. We're a little early today, actually. Better than usual. Usually we're a little late, so we're a little early today. 30 minutes before our usual scheduled time here. We got the wonderful Gabriel and Fernando up front flying today, as usual. I'm Ryan in the back, doing all the tech stuff and reading the chat. We're in the 777 as usual, and today we're doing one of our favorite flights. It's going to be from Toronto to Boston, and we're loaded up at the gate here in Toronto, and we're going to be pushing back here shortly after they do all their inspections and preparation before this pushback here, and then our flight time should be about an hour or so towards Boston. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight for today, and I'm going to let the pilots take over here.
All right, Fernando. So we are going to do a short flight, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
You want to tell me a little about it? And
Oh, sure. Yeah. So today we are gonna be taking off from Toronto to Boston, heading south to the States. And I would say just a little celebration from the Maple Leafs team that is going down south to play against Boston tomorrow.
That's
so
right,
we're doing
yeah,
that as
yeah.
a representation. And we are at the gate Bravo 15 right now. We have our aircraft loaded, fully loaded. Okay, we still have some passengers coming in. Soon we're gonna be locking the doors and ready to go.
all right, so let's go to the doors there so that people can see.
Okay, so I'm gonna change your
Yep,
screen,
yep.
Gabriel, to the doors
Okay, so they're all
locked
all
up.
locked up.
Yeah.
So we're all good
Perfect.
to go.
Yeah.
So let's turn on so they can put their seatbelts on, and can you put back onto the
Sure. Navigation.
normal page? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and put
Excellent.
that on center so we don't forget. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's continue with the checklist here.
Sure.
All right, oxygen. Let's see if you have push that one and push that mine. Yeah, you can hear that. That's good.
Right. Test it.
FMC all complete and loaded.
Exactly.
Flight manager computers, I mean. Okay, well that's the same thing. Briefing. We did a little briefing of. You want to go over briefly again? We know it's 05, right?
Yeah. So we are gonna be taking off runway 05. We're gonna be taxiing up north here. So on our pushback, we are gonna tail left, and then we're gonna head it straight to the runway 05.
5 on the other side of the airport. So it's a bit of a taxi, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It's just a straight line. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not gonna.
Okay, altimeters and flight instruments.
Okay. So
they're all-
altimeter is 2992.
and all the instruments are reading okay.
Perfect.
All right, parking brake is it's supposed to be set, but we shut it off. We have the chucks on the wheels.
Confirm. Yeah.
Fuel control switches, they are off. They're ready for
Check.
okay. Transponder, get on standby right now. So we'll just leave that one for now. Logbooks, all in.
Yes.
Okay, APU is running.
Confirm here.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. APU on.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so flight checklist complete. So now it's before start, but before we do that, we'll do all the stuff in here.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we come over here, and on my side, that say that like that. That's fine.
Mhm.
And then we'll push all the. Oh no, sorry. Here, and here. Remember we had that. That's good. It's all good.
Perfect.
And then
Good control.
all that, and we have fuel in
have
the center, right?
Very little in the
Yeah,
center.
but we'll put it on.
We put it on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, over here we will have the auto,
Excellent.
and that's about it. Now we can continue with the.
Yeah. This is the
Oh yeah, yeah.
beacon lights
Okay.
and logo lights.
Make sure that's on. And
for
that
now.
one's on.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna contact our ground crew, request a pushback.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that already.
Okay. Do you want to do the before start checklist? And so when we.
Oh,
put-
we can do as we are pushing back.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
that's
All right.
Fine. Yeah.
So, okay. Ground. This is UFLY 777.
Go ahead.
Request pushback.
Set park brake.
Parking brake set.
So next time, because it asks for powers and stuff like that, right?
Pin insert. Please release brakes.
Okay.
Brakes released.
Brakes released.
Pushing back.
All right. Perfect. Now we can continue to our.
Okay, so auxiliary power, of course, we disconnected it, or else we won't be pushing back.
Yeah.
Cabin windows
All closed.
all
the lock.
closed. Seatbelt signs are on, of course.
On.
Hydraulic pumps, they're all on.
All on.
Fuel quantity is sufficient.
Sure.
Fuel pumps, it
All on.
Yeah. Beacon on.
On.
MCP, which is the autopilot there, is
Okay,
good.
it's all set.
CDU,
We have the CTU.
speeds, reference speeds. So
We
we got
have
them
it
all
all.
good, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have it
okay.
all set. 127, 135, 146.
Trims are all set, correct?
Yeah, 6.5.
And doors.
Doors are locked and closed, and door behind us are gonna go closed now.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we are clear to start our engine here.
Okay,
Uh,
so do you? We'll do the check on the after we
Yes,
put on.
sure. I'm gonna start with engine number 2. Okay. So starting engine number 2.
Okay, and I'll let you do that. That's complete. So before start checklist complete.
Set park brake.
Set the parking brake for us. Then.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Thank you.
Okay, towing system is removed. Please wait for my hand signal on your left-hand side. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Alright, so fuel controls are coming up here. 25% on N2. Okay. Fuel flow, it's engaging. We're gonna watch the EDT. Alright, it's
Exhaust
coming
and
up.
rising. Good.
Perfect. Alright, so starting engine number 1.
Okay, do that now. Reset these here. So what we're doing is we're starting up the engines, and pretty simple forward. There's several ways of starting up the engines. There's the automatic way, of course. We like to do it in a sequence, but it all depends, to each pilot or each company. So what Fernando's doing now is waiting for the oil pressure, which is already good. He puts some fuel in. 20 seconds later, the fuel is added automatically, and then we'll look at the exhaust temperature rising. Make sure it doesn't go into the red, and it should stabilize the same as the other one. It's 445, 444, 446.
Okay, excellent, Captain. So,
So we got that good burn,
yep, that's good. Engine
and then
number
we
1
can check the
stabilized.
controls.
Perfect. So I'm gonna
since we're
do
here.
a flight control check here.
Yep.
So elevators and ailerons are good, as well as the rudders. Okay. So
All
just
good?
one thing that I'm
Okay.
gonna double check here is our trim.
Yes,
Yeah,
actually
actually, yeah.
changed, right? Because of
So
the
yeah, 6.5. I'm gonna reset that to 6.5, and we'll be good to go.
yeah. We said before it was, but it has a checklist. It has a trim again.
Yeah.
So they double checked it.
Perfect. So our trim is now good. All right, can you
So after
start checklist, Captain, please?
all right, so engines de-ice.
An auto.
Okay, recalls. Any recalls?
We have fuel lower in the center and TCAS off.
All right, so we guzzled up that fuel already, eh?
Yes.
So take off the center. Okay, auto brakes set to
RTO, redact takeoff position.
Flaps set
Flaps 5.
5. Okay, final load sheets. We do already have them, right?
Yes.
Confirm. Flight deck doors. We did close them.
Yes.
Double check
Confirm.
here. Yeah. All right. So a request for
TCAS.
taxi.
Gonna go up to auto here. So we're gonna. All right, no more message.
And then on
Something
the
like that.
taxi, we will do the before takeoff checklist.
Sure. Okay. So
All right. So
turn on the ground. This is UFLY 227, ready for taxi runway 05. All right, they should give us the clearance now,
Yeah,
but our
they
tower is gone to the washer now. So
yeah,
we are
right.
pretty much clear to go. We are not online or having any other records on the traffic. So let's do it. I have clear on my right here, Captain. Can
and
you
I have
confirm
clear
that?
on my left here.
Okay, so you want a taxi? You're the captain, please.
Sure, I'll taxi. All right. So we're gonna head straight.
We're gonna go straight, and then we're gonna make a right at the first intersection, going up.
First or the second? You want to go to first?
Oh, we can go to the first one because we're gonna use the whole runway for the takeoff, and this one was straight at there.
Okay. I'm never sure which one is there. There is a way. Sometimes they'll use this taxiway coming this way and the other one going that way.
Okay.
But we'll go in the first one. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just have to juggle a little bit, and just keep an eye on, because down at the bottom there's a little trick juggle.
Oh, okay.
Because this one goes to.
Oh, I see it. Because I have it up in loaded
Yeah, so that-
here, but it's not.
We usually go on that one there because it's straight through, and then make a left.
We can do that as well. We have clearance for that. Very nice. Great job. All right, Cap. So we can do it left and right here. Okay.
Okay.
So perfect. All right. So meanwhile, I'm gonna quickly do a before takeoff checklist because we're gonna be clear to line up and take off right away. Okay.
All right.
So before takeoff checklist, we're gonna double check the flaps. It's 5 in green. Transponder. The transponder is auto, and then TCAS is TARA position. Flight controls are checked. Trims is checked, and I'm just gonna alert our fly crew that we are going to take off.
Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff.
And before takeoff checklist is complete. When we are lying on the runway, we're gonna confirm the heading. I believe it's 047, but
Yeah, we'll do that after.
I can confirm. Let me.
And 4,000 is our
Initial climb is gonna be 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah, and then we're gonna climb as high level. Yeah. 10,000 to the simulators.
All right. So keep on going a little bit more.
Perfect. Just confirming our speeds for the takeoff. 127 is V1, 135 is rotate, and V2 is 146. Okay, once we are off the ground, I'm gonna be the pilot fly. I'm gonna have you helping me with landing gear, auto brakes, and for the flight director, we can maintain heading selected and altitude change. All right, so
It's
we are
coming up this one.
we are gonna make a left turn here. Okay, and we're gonna cross runway 15 left and 15 right.
And we have permission for that.
Yeah, we are clear for runway cross. And as we gonna cross our runways, strobo lights
yeah.
gonna go on, just so we are more visible.
Okay, coming up 15 left.
15 left, confirm, we are clear to cross.
Approaching 1-5 left.
No aircraft,
Yeah, clear on the left.
clear on my right. Alright, we're gonna continue and approach 1-5 right, clear to cross as well. Nice. Okay. That looks good.
So there's the reserve fuel again. So we have to check that because there's something that I'm puzzled about that.
Yeah. Because our
See, now it's telling us that we're going into it, which is fine, but it's not really according to rules, right?
yeah.
So we might have to put more. I know in pounds, on a 737, I usually put 3,000 pounds of fuel extra,
Okay.
right? After doing those calculations, and it works out pretty good. But we're in kilos, so maybe we did put not enough. We didn't put enough. We gotta check that after. Yeah, we'll have a briefing after on that. But we still have it. We still have lots of fuel. We still.
We do. Yeah.
Our controller is back.
Controller is back. Yeah, we are getting close. Cross
guys.
runway 15 right.
I am back. I am back. I did something nobody could do for me.
Oh boy.
Oh, hope it doesn't smell.
Don't go in there.
Well, Fernando, at least we have 1 hour before you get up, right? So it should be okay.
It should be okay by the time we get there.
All right, here we're crossing.
Runway
Stanley
right.
Cup. Yeah, if you're in Ghana, you're gonna have to come and visit if you want to have an experience with us. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for all the follows and all the likes so far.
Clear on the
Appreciate
left.
that.
Clear on the
Nadiana,
right.
this is not fake. It's a simulator, but it is a training simulator. It's not a real aircraft. Stanley Cup. Yeah, we're celebrating that. The Maple Leafs are going down to Boston, so in lieu of that, we're doing a flight from Toronto to Boston.
And we're pretending the Leafs are on board.
Oh yeah, we
And
are
we're
taking
pretending
over.
they're on board. Do you come to Dubai? Unfortunately, we're located in Canada, King Shaber, but you can come and visit us if you like. Hey, Dimitra388, appreciate you being in here. How are you
Ching,
doing?
ching.
Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Captain Edward and also Pyro on YouTube as well. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, I think I answered it on text, Pyro, but for when we're taxiing, the throttle only really goes up to about 30 to 45%, and once we get momentum and we start moving, we usually bring it back down to idle. and the speed limit is usually around 30 on ground speed, but some airports, depending on traffic and weather, will bring it down to 20 to 25. Bree says, do you come to Edmonton? I don't think we've done a flight to Edmonton in the simulator yet.
I don't think so.
We've done Calgary, but not, I don't think Edmonton specifically. How much does it cost to become a commercial pilot? A lot of money. A lot of money. I would say anywhere between 100 to 120,000. But some of it may get covered depending on where you take your training, and you'll also definitely need loans if you're not full paying up front. Juan David, is this a real flight or a simulator? This is a real flight simulator, not an aircraft. Vader says 911. Why are we calling 911? What's going on? What's the emergency?
911?
Don't call 911.
Who is calling 911?
No, somebody in the chat said 911. So.
Oh.
Well, not yet.
All right, guys.
Not at the moment. Put it that way.
Yeah.
That's a long taxi.
Yeah, but we are almost there. Okay, well, the next intersection is our intersection, and I believe the ATC is gonna clear us to line up and take off.
God bless you guys. Appreciate that, Darren. Thank you. Sandman says that's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, yes. But it's very rigorous training, of course. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Jaden says hi. What's up, Jaden? We have another viewer asking, are you going to Canada? So we're in Canada. We're flying to Boston right now. Boston International. Hamza says, look behind you. I'm looking behind me. There's a wall. Be safe up there from Gary. Appreciate that, Gary.
All right,
Thank you so
Captain.
much.
Really good. We are approaching holding point of runway 05. Senior 4. Should be clear to line up and take off at any time soon.
Should you call in or?
Pyro says, watch the wheels. We're watching the wheels. No worries.
So I'll go to the second one.
Okay.
How many flight training hours does it take for training? Quite a bit. 40 hours for your PPL, and then anywhere, well, you got to log a lot of hours to go all the way through your ATP or commercial, all the way to an airline. But quite a bit. I'm very scared of airplanes. How can I deal with this? We do have a fear of flight program. If you're interested in that, you can check it out on our website, UFLYSimulator.ca, or you can give us a call, 416-777-2261. We're about to do our takeoff here, guys. They're just holding short of the runway here.
Waiting for clearance.
UFLY 227, you're clear to line up on runway 05 and wait.
Clear to line up and wait. UFLY 227.
What airport are you guys at in the States? We're currently at Toronto Pearson, which is in Canada, and we're about to take off and land at Boston International. Astronaut 1407 says, I just got there. I was just there last week. Hope you enjoyed your session here last week, Astronaut. Thanks for coming into the stream. Appreciate it. Demetrius says, okay. I see a hi, guys. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Enzo says, Wagwan. What's up, Enzo? Ava Official says, good luck. Appreciate it, guys. Lily says, hello. Welcome, Lily.
To take over?
Yeah.
R says, hello. Welcome. UFLY 227, you're clear to take off runway 05. Follow the standard instrument departure as per flight plan.
Clear takeoff 05. UFLY 227. All right.
Okay, you have
Perfect.
control.
I have controls.
Ollie says, good
Alright.
luck. Appreciate it, Ollie.
My aircraft.
Okay.
All set.
All set.
Landing lights on. Trouble on. All right, takeoff.
How long does the flight take? It'll be about an hour flight, guys, so we have a lot of time to
Engines
talk.
are stable. 50%. Takeoff.
All right, we're going to let the pilots do their takeoff here, and I'll start chatting with you guys once we're in the air.
Thrust refs on.
Check.
80 knots.
Check.
Cross check. Lead one. And rotate.
Gear up.
And flaps.
Flaps
I'll put
one.
flaps 1 already. Yep,
Yep.
it's calling for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna accelerate to 220
220, yes.
and ready for call out.
Flaps up.
Flaps up. And confirming flaps are going up. UFLY 227, 2,500 for 8,000.
UFLY 227 radar vector confirmed. You are cleared to flight level 100.
100, UFLY 227.
UFLY 227 cleared to follow flight plan as filed.
110, you said?
100.
10.
10,000, yeah.
And I'll put these on. You're still flying.
Mm-hmm.
Guy from GTA says, why are they distracted flying? They're not. They're actually pretty focused. I'm the one answering the questions here, guys. They're focused on the flying.
Okay, so we're gonna have some vectors. So I'm gonna request for vectors. UFLY 227 requesting vectors to our first waypoint.
UFLY 227. Take a look here. UFLY 227, you're clear direct mobile.
Direct to mobile, UFLY 227. Okay, Fernando, we'll make that turn there.
What's your requested top of cruise, UFLY 227?
38.
380, flight level 380.
All right, UFLY 227, you're cleared to flight level 380.
Up to 380, UFLY 227.
Juan says, good luck, guys. Appreciate it, Juan. You guys have passengers on the plane. Just me, guys. We have the virtual Maple Leaf players on the plane currently. Sarah says, good luck. Appreciate that, Sarah. J-Boy says, by God's grace, I'll experience it this year. Hopefully, J-Boy, you get to experience it. It's an amazing experience. Appreciate you being here. Astronaut 1407, we are flying to Boston International. Demetra says, my son plays Flight Simulator at home. He has a throttle and he has his pedals for the feet. That's awesome,
Hey,
Demetra.
right on. Yep.
If he has a dream to become a pilot, keep him pushing. A-Star says, guys, it's a real flight. They're flying to Boston. It's not a real flight, guys. We're in a simulator. So we're doing a training flight here with our two pilots. We're located inside a simulator. So this is not a real flight. But we are flying to Boston in our simulator, yes. Who's reading the comments? That is me, guys. My name's Ryan. I'm the tech guy. I usually read the chat and answer the questions. Ari, that is correct. Yes, it's a really realistic simulator for
Autopilot
pilots
on.
to practice. Correct.
Autopilot check.
James says, what's our altitude and how are we climbing? So they're climbing currently to 38,000 feet as our cruise altitude. And currently they're at 15,000 and they're climbing at about 4,800 feet per minute right
After
now.
takeoff checklist, Captain?
Lily says, is it true you guys keep trading cards to give to passengers? Yes, some airlines do that.
Gear up. Gear.
Gear up, confirm.
Flaps.
Up.
Confirm. Anti-ice. Auto.
Auto.
Confirm. Lights.
As requested.
And APU, we want to shut it off? Yeah. okay.
Yes. APU off. APU
And
going
cooling.
off.
Check.
Alright.
After checklist complete. And you know what, Fernando? I forgot to say heavy today.
Yeah.
And Ryan didn't say anything, eh? Amazing.
I didn't know that.
He's being pretty good today to me.
So, standard.
Standard.
Austin Piper says, why don't you guys fly on VATSIM? We do fly on VATSIM, Austin.
We
but
do?
for the streams, especially because we talk to you guys so much, it's a lot easier to simulate air traffic control by myself. Just because if there's ATC, the pilots have to do quite a bit of talking, and that means we don't get to respond to as many of you guys as we would like. Simon says, is this pilot training? Yes. The pilots are in a training simulator currently.
Great job. So we are flying the Splendid here, Gabriel. Everything is looking good.
The airplane is clean.
Yeah.
It looks all good.
So we are crossing 28,000 now, going up to.
And I like to press the recalls just in case there's something hidden. Nope.
Only boy, thank you for the rose.
It's all good.
Appreciate it. Angel says, is this real? It is a real flight training simulator, guys, not a real aircraft. Mike, thank you for joining. Appreciate it.
No recall.
All right, we're coming up.
Captain Edward says you are listening to the cruising highest altitude of 40,000 feet. Yeah, that's correct. We're going to be going to 38,000.
Let's do or
No, we should check. Yeah, it's correct there.
one thing that I want to check here. So
ESP edits. It is indeed a flight simulator. You will not see us on the Flight Radar app. However, when we're flying on VATSIM, you can find us on the SimAware VATSIM radar. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys enjoying your Friday evenings right now? Abdul, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Jules, welcome. William says, I live in Boston. We're actually doing a flight to Boston right now in lieu of the Maple Leafs going to Boston for the game.
Oh, right on.
PSV edits, hello, welcome. Anthony says, so it's fake. No, guys. Can we have the pilots turn around and wave to the camera real quick? We're not robots, guys. We're real people. We're in a simulator. This is where we train. We practice our skills. We're open to the public to give experiences to them as well for any people that have fear of flying, that are interested in aviation.
We can go
enthusiasts,
seatbelt signs up now.
and pilot assessments and training.
Outside view? What?
No, seatbelt signs.
Oh yeah, they could go take a pee.
Yeah.
HTX Jet, appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome. Want him to fly to Vanda? We have done flights to Vancouver. I don't know if we've done one on stream though. Have we?
Vancouver?
No. I think we may have.
Yeah,
I think we've done it a while back.
Yeah.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, before you stepped in.
Let's do another one.
Hey, for those of you that are making jokes about 9/11 and hitting towers and crashing and stuff like that, you guys really want to get a reaction, and I'm not going to give you guys that, but you guys should be respectful to the people that lost their lives and stuff like that. And we're not here to do any tomfoolery or mess around, guys. We're here to give you guys a learning experience, entertainment,
White, yellow?
and it's not really appreciated. So if you guys keep spamming stuff like that, I'm going to have to ban you in the chat, okay? So please be respectful, guys, and just enjoy the entertainment and the learning experience, please.
Okay, coming up to... We have one checklist coming up, right? Which is... Do we have that one? Oh, no, we don't.
What would you guys say is the hardest thing about flying?
The pre-flight. Figuring out where you're gonna go.
Yeah,
figure.
And all the
I think the
all the
preparation,
literature,
right? It's all
to
all
me
the-
it's the literature behind the whole package.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest thing that's difficult is being on top of the plane and being in front of the plane. And what I mean by that is preparation and looking ahead. Because the flying portion, once you're trained and you get it down, that's not too difficult. But adjusting to weather scenarios and things that you're not expecting, right? A change in weather,
Yes.
a change in how your aircraft's performing, adverse scenarios, difficult landing, short runways, stuff like that.
So one thing that I like to do is I add the fix.
You like the fixed part? Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like 30 miles and
Elijah says, have you ever flown to Cleveland, Ohio? Yeah, we actually did a flight to
I'll
Cleveland,
do 50,
I think
30,
2 weeks ago.
dash, oh, then dash 30.
What
Just so
plane
it
is this?
gives
This
us
is the
the idea.
flight simulator for the 777-200LR long range.
That will give
So
us.
you're putting quite a bit of them in. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, it's just gonna look like a bunch of. There we go. I mean, you can see on the plane here. Let's go there.
We're just
There we go.
oh yeah.
Just a random, appreciate it. Thank you for joining the stream.
It's good for us to control our distance too, I guess.
Someone said arrive safely. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
That's cool.
Someone says, what is your opinion on the Boeing situation? I think there's a lot of scrutiny going on, and I think some of it is definitely warranted. And I think the aviation industry definitely needs to take the opinions of the public seriously and show them that they can be trusted and feel safe and not reduce their standards in lieu of making money across the board.
I agree 100% on that.
So they just need to make sure that they can gain the public's trust back again and show them that they're really taking, not that they're not taking safety seriously, but hopefully they're not cutting any corners and, exploring avenues in which to make more money and reducing their standard of quality assurance and stuff like that.
I can guarantee one thing: the employees. I mean, it's their employees, but the employees, and I know that for a fact because I worked with them before, and they are very serious about building aircraft. Sometimes we notice things that are not right. We mention them, and the higher authority kind of overrides them. But hopefully they will change that back to the old ways. And I'm hoping on that.
Estot says this looks like the best job. It is a pretty fun job. We'll give you that.
We got the highest office in the world,
Oh yeah, the highest and the one that changes every time.
and it changes
It's not the
views.
same view, yeah.
That was a different view. Yeah,
That's right. Different office every day.
that's right.
Unless you're flying locally every day.
Well, yeah, that's in the.
It's still a different weather, different situation. It's so good. Very nice. All right, so we have Lake Ontario right there on our left, Captain. I can see it, the big lake, giant lake.
Already?
Yeah. I mean Lake Ontario. That's the same one. We just
Don't worry, guys. Gary, I appreciate you being respectful. Saman, you as well. I already muted the guy
Sure.
that was
Yeah.
making weird comments.
Oh, you
there.
mean yeah, because we're going that way. Yeah.
Lake Ontario. Yeah. And then we're just stabilizing at 38. So I'm gonna send a.
Mara says, have you ever flown to Dubai? Yes, we have flown to Dubai a bunch. One of my favorite destinations. Gail says, do you ever practice emergency situations? Yes, we do, Gail.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
We do practice emergency situations, yes. One of the beauties of a simulator.
I would say to practice landings because we can set up the simulator to 5-8 miles and land. Set it up 8 miles again, land. That's a really good way of learning how to land.
Yeah, so practicing landings, takeoffs, full flights, cross countries, radio, emergency situations. We can do it all in the simulator, and that's why it's so useful for a pilot.
You know, one thing that I forgot to do, and I wanted to keep that more in mind, is the clock.
The clock?
When we take off, yeah.
RJ says, where are you guys headed? We're headed
Yeah.
to Boston Logan
I always
International
forget.
Airport. Appreciate you guys sharing the live and all the follows. We already hit 7,000 views today.
Yeah.
New followers are at 66 currently,
So-
and I appreciate the donations.
We're gonna be
as
there
well.
in 1 hour. Yeah, it's
Yeah, right here.
It's just more for the takeoff, yeah.
Tamara says, how are you reading the comments? So the pilots up front are talking to each other, guys, and I'm the one in the back as the engineer / tech guy reading the comments and responding to you guys. So they're focused on the flying, and I'm reading the comments. RJ says amazing. Appreciate that, RJ. Thank you so much. For those of you in the chat, what is the favorite place that you guys have visited by airplane? Where have you traveled? What's your favorite place that you've traveled?
Now the question is, for on real or in the sim?
Real life for them.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gone too far. Um,
Autopilot disconnected.
it would be the Caribbean. It was nice. The Dominican Republic. That was a nice place to go.
Kaden says
I
hello.
believe I
Welcome,
touched
Kaden.
it a little bit too hard.
Ali says that's beautiful. It is beautiful for sure. The Dancing Trucker says Bahamas. Bahamas is definitely a beautiful place to be. Tomorrow says Dubai. I think I've been to Dubai only once when I was younger. It's on my bucket list to go there again. I definitely want to visit Singapore, Dubai, Japan, Portugal. Whole bunch of places on my bucket list to go. Finn, welcome back.
So you have it on there. I'm gonna put mine on here.
Gail says Turks
Yeah,
and
you can
Caicos.
open it
Oh,
and
wow.
see it.
That's a beautiful spot to be, for sure. Who do you think is going to win, Toronto or Boston Bruins? That's a tough one. It's tough. What do you guys think?
Wow, we are.
We're hoping
maybe,
Toronto,
yeah.
but because we're in Toronto.
I'm cheering for a great game.
But
Yeah, we're cheering for a good game.
That's-
But let's say Toronto. Let's go for Toronto. We're
Sorry?
biased a little bit.
oh, well, I'm one of those that whoever wins, I'm for them.
So you're a bandwagoner.
Yeah.
Kathleen Recky says, where are you guys going? We're flying from Toronto. We took off and we're currently headed towards Boston Logan International Airport. How do you guys deal with jet lag? We don't. We experience it. Jet lag is something you can't escape. So if you get jet lag, the only way to get through it is either staying up or sleeping through it. Or a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Right now is the plane in auto mode. It is in autopilot, yes. So what the pilot is doing on your left-hand side is he's actually pre-studying the approach into Boston and looking at his flight plan and his charts. And the pilot on the right side is the pilot monitoring, and he's currently looking also at charts and looking at the navigation display and maintaining radios. Currently, they're at 38,000 feet, so there's not too much chatter in the radios. So they're mainly just preparing and looking ahead for what's to come as they get closer to Boston. Hi from Toronto. What's up? We are also near Toronto. Hayden says Boston. Good luck, man. It's gonna be a good game for sure. Good game for sure.
Well, the best wins. I mean, what can you say? I mean,
What does jet lag feel like? Yeah, it's a funny term, guys. Jet lag, you don't. It's not really jet lag, right? It's just more of a word for being tired because of the time zone difference. Gary says, I gotta go now. Peace. Hope you have a good night, Gary. Appreciate you coming in.
I think jet lag comes from the pressure of the airplane too.
Gail says, are
Combination of
there 3 people in a real flight? In the older days, they used to have 3 people. One was a flight engineer, and then you had a captain and first officer. Nowadays, you'll only have more than 2 pilots if it's a longer than 5 to 6 hour flight or a transatlantic flight where they would basically need to swap because the crew would need rest, right? So in between the flight, they would swap over and they would have what we call relief pilots. So they would take over the flight and the main crew would take a rest, and then once their rest period is finished, the main crew comes back and then completes the flight. Tamara says, do pilots have time to sleep on the rest of the crew on long flights? Yes, on long flights, kind of what I just talked about, we have what we call relief pilots.
So Fernando,
Yes.
see the 11,600?
Yes.
That's what we're gonna have left.
Abdul says, how many hours to get to Boston? How long
Okay.
do we have, guys, till Boston?
Our estimated arrival time is 0104 Zulu, which is in 55 minutes.
55 minutes would be there. Yeah.
Maybe probably be a little quicker, so let's say about 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
Uh,
years of experience do you need to become a pilot? Quite a few. It really depends on how fast you can complete the training and how fast you can conjure up the money involved to finish the training. But I would say anywhere between, to become full-fledged airline pilot, anywhere between 4, 5, 6 years, depending on how quick you are, how much money you have, and stuff like that. Jacqueline says, is it hard to become a pilot? It is quite difficult, yes, but if you have a good work ethic and you have it as your passion, as your dream, anything is possible.
13,701.
01. 13701. Yes.
Tamara says you have to pay to become a pilot. Yes, the training does cost quite a bit of money. Yes.
Okay. So, see how we're getting into the reserve.
Mm-hmm. Two tons.
And that's why I gave us a message.
How much did you guys load?
Was it 18?
18.
And how much was our block fuel?
16 something.
16. But we did put 100 for
1.6 on center.
no, we did put 100 for our
Cost index.
cost index. So it's guzzling more than it usually does.
What is the best airline to work for? I wouldn't say there's any best airline. It really depends on your
One that-
situation, how
one
old
that
you are,
pays
how
more.
young you are, and where you're located, kind of thing. Might be a too TMI question, but how much do pilots make? I would say the average round number of what a pilot makes is anywhere between 100 to 120,000 a year. And the more senior you are, and the longer you stay within your airline and your company, then the more you make. So
Yeah,
you can make
get
quite
up-
a bit of money.
Get up to 250,000.
And it really depends on if you're flying commercial for an airline or private jets or corporate and all that kind of thing. You
Cargo.
can make a crap load of money. You can be a cargo pilot. You could be an airline pilot. So it really
I love
depends.
cargo.
But
Oh,
let's say
there.
the lower end average is around 100
Perfect.
to 120,000. Jacqueline says to become a pilot, what kind of studies and training do you have to do? Quite a bit. Physics, engineering, electrical,
Weather.
geography, weather, communication, radio communication, aviation, phonetic alphabet, whole bunch of stuff. Safety.
The more knowledge you have, the better you are for
Yeah.
your career.
Quite a few different subjects for sure. Just a person says, what flight is this? We're flying from Toronto Pearson to Boston International. Emirates or Etihad? Emirates or Etihad are definitely some beautiful and amazing airlines. But again, I don't know what would be considered the best airline. It really depends on what
Depends
you're
on
looking.
what you want. Too.
Yeah, are you looking at the cheapest tickets? Are you looking
Yeah.
at the most luxurious
Benefits.
experience? Are you looking at the food? Right? It really depends.
Oh, are you talking as a passenger or as a pilot?
I think
to work
both.
for?
I think both.
Yeah, I would say like as pilots depends on what you want to do. Cause like some pilot, like for myself, I really like cargo aviation. So if you ask me what is the best airliner, I would say like any company that does mostly cargo and have like newer planes. Because you want to fly cargo, but you also don't want to fly the old crappy 767.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all those.
You want to get the new
You want to
ones.
get like something newer and
Hey,
something
don't say that about the 767, man.
I'm not saying bad words about 767. I'm just saying the old first generation 767. The only thing can do now is cargo.
It's an old aircraft, but it's a really good one.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. It's just like the 747. It's an excellent aircraft.
Dancing Trucker
but
says,
nowadays-
is this a 737? No, this is the Boeing 777-200LR. Amir Khan says, hello, welcome, Amir. For those of you on Twitch and YouTube, if you guys have any questions, let us know. I know I'm answering a lot on TikTok, but I'm also looking at the chat on there as well.
All right, so we are a couple miles from our top of descent, 144. Just about.
Yes, Jacqueline,
90
we're
minutes
currently in
here.
training. Carissa, thanks for sharing the live, appreciate it. And Melitza, thanks for sharing the live as well, appreciate that. Mustafa, thank you for the rose.
Should have it here, no? Oh, there it is. Top
Yeah,
of descent.
top of descent.
Sometimes I get confused because the 737 is
Yeah, it's a
little
little
different.
different.
Do you find it difficult to be in relationships when you're always traveling as a pilot? Now, this one's pretty controversial, but I think it really depends on the people. If you're mature enough and you set out enough time to talk to each other and communicate and spread love between the two partners, however it needs to be. I think it depends from person to person. If you're a really physically and emotionally attached person that needs a lot of one-on-one time constantly,
Yeah.
then I would say it probably won't work. But if you're a driven person with, if both parties have goals and things to focus on in their lives, and then they come and connect at the, when they're not working, then I think it can work. And again, it just depends on emotional stability and how mature you are in your emotional intelligence wise, and if you can balance each other out kind of thing, right? So it really depends, I think. Do you have turbulence in the simulator? Yes, we can indeed have turbulence in the simulator. We can simulate all kinds of weather. You had some great questions here tomorrow. Appreciate you asking them, and hopefully we're answering them well. And the rest of the chat too. You guys are really appreciated here for talking so much today. I'm almost out of breath here.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of talking today.
We're doing a lot of talking today, but it's thank you guys for joining us and supporting us. We're at about 8.3 thousand viewers today, so almost at 10,000 mark.
Oh,
We are landing 04 right. Am I right? Yeah, 04
Yes,
right. Okay, so this is a runway.
Tamara says, I'm very interested. Every time I'm on a flight, I'm tempted to ask the crew. There you go. Yeah, you don't, sometimes when you're on a real flight, on an aircraft and you're
I'm gonna
traveling
try
as a
to
passenger,
Should
you
nail
don't
the
really
land.
get to ask too many questions.
Maybe we
'cause, you
can
know,
exit at Foxtrot,
people are busy
and
servicing
then we
the
go straight to the
passengers.
gate.
And nowadays it's tough because
Can I add that it was auto brakes on 4?
sorry about that. We're just discussing where
Nope,
we're
you're
gonna
good, you're good.
taxi off.
Yeah, because that should be about 5. Oh, you know what? I have the.
No, it doesn't have that plane.
Airport win, equal time.
Tamara, you said you're in Toronto or you're currently in Dubai?
See, my pen works on this one. So
Does it?
04.
I live in Toronto, but I grew up in
Yeah,
Dubai.
but
That's
the
amazing.
right
You should
one.
come by sometime to
The other
the
one.
facility and
Fox-
have an experience if you're,
Quebec?
if you're interested.
04 right.
Oh, sorry.
You search up UFLY Simulator, you'll
does
find
work.
us really quick. Everyone in chat, what's your favorite food? What's like the go-to food? Right now, my go-to healthy food is Chipotle. The dancing trucker says the sound of the airline is putting me to sleep. I think you mean the sound of the wind and the engines. It is a pretty calming sound, huh? As pilots, you get used to that it's not really a whoosh, but that vibration and that deep sound.
Get off a hotel. Foxtrot. And then we'll get to the terminal.
Okay.
So, Ryan,
Yeah.
I can tell our audience that there is these charts, a lot of them. We're able to do lines on it, so estimating when do we get off and so on and so forth. We can
Yeah, so if you do the top right thing again and give me the screen again. Scroll down from the top right again. Same as you
okay.
did.
Let me go.
The menu, top right.
Oh, that stay on here, right?
Give me the screens. And then hit
Screens.
5K.
Okay.
Let it load. Perfect. Click off now. There we go. Beautiful. So for those of you, let me see if I can pull up this screen for you there. So I'm going to show you guys what he's talking about on his iPad. You'll see it on the bottom left-hand side of your screen there, guys. That's the chart, the taxi chart. So they're actually pre-planning where they're going to exit the runway when they get to Boston. And he drew a little line just to like pre-plan exactly, where they're going to land, where they're going to exit. And that's what I mean by staying ahead of the aircraft and staying ahead of the flight plan. So that's how the pilots, they have charts like this to look at their approach, their departures, their taxiing, whole kinds of info, their NOTAMs.
Mind you, a lot of times it doesn't work out this way, but at least we have an idea what we expect.
Jepleen says, I like to travel the world. What's the favorite place you've traveled, Jepleen? Tamara says, did the crew or pilots change on every flight? Not every flight, sometimes. So if you're flying domestic flights, for example, from, let's say, a shorter flight from Canada to Toronto or anywhere in the U.S., you may have the same crew doing different hops. But if it's a long haul flight, then the crew will change, yes. But some short flights, the crew still changes too. It really depends. Which aircraft are you guys flying? It is the Boeing 777-200 long range. Kathleen says Hawaii. Wow, that's a beautiful spot for sure. Are you in a flight sim or are you guys really flying? We're in a flight simulator, guys. It's a full, real cockpit of the 777, and it's a flight simulator. It's not a real aircraft.
Yeah.
How many years does it take to become a pilot? Anywhere, I would say the average is between 4 to 5 to 6. It really depends on money.
4 to 5, 6.
4 to 5 to 6,
Keeps
yeah.
coming off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, plop, plop.
Depends on how much money you got, how fast you learn, and how much passion you have. My sister's in the cadets and it looks familiar. If your sister was in the cadets, she may have flown here with us.
Oh yeah.
The question is, why are the seats for passengers so small and uncomfortable? Now that's a funny question, but to tell you the truth, as pilots, we don't get to choose that, but the airlines do that because, well, the simple answer is money. They want to fit more seats in a less amount of space to make the money. And we're lucky as pilots to have very comfortable seats, but we feel for you guys, which is why we turn off the seatbelt sign as soon as we can. Do they get to go home also? Yes. Sometimes the pilots get to go home using what we call deadhead flights. Other times we have to stay in a hotel, and then when we fly back to our base is when we get to go home. What education is necessary for pilots? Do you think I can become a pilot by going to flying school? Yes, so I would say you need your high school diploma. You don't need post-secondary education if you don't want it, but it is recommended. But yes, you can go to a flying school after your high school degree, your diploma, and you can begin learning everything that is needed for the flight training. Maddie says, I'm on your flight. Are you enjoying the flight there, Maddie? Are the flight attendants treating you good?
You're gonna change that?
Safe says, what if you lost hydraulics? That would be
Messed up.
8.8.
that would not be fun. Gabriel and Fernando, you guys want to explain what would happen if we lost hydraulics?
If you lost hydraulic,
Well, we
you don't
have-
want to do that.
We have 3 systems, right? On this plane, I believe so. Hydraulics.
So let's change up there
Let's
so
change up
everyone
there,
can,
yep.
can see it.
Let's go
I'm
hydraulics.
gonna go here on his systems there, and then all the system here are gonna go to the hydraulic.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3,
3 generators.
3 hydraulic systems. If they all fail, well, if they all fail, we're in trouble. But we do have this little device. It's called a ram, and it's located up here, and it does free fall, and it starts spinning. That'll give us a little bit of hydraulics, because to handle these controls without hydraulics, unless Fernando has Superman power, I can't. It's very hard. It's very hard to manage. So that little hydraulic, it also gives us a little power, keep the instruments kind of live. But we become a giant glider, a really large glider. But other than that, no, plane won't fall out of the sky.
No.
Tamara says, what do you think planes will look like in 40 years? Same, bigger, or will something else be around?
Same thing.
I think they'll look similar. Maybe they'll be much more efficient, electrical wise, for sure, and fuel wise. There may be other things around. Maybe floating cars. Who knows? Maybe passenger rockets could be a thing.
It's mainly, I think, for the airplanes. It's gonna maintain pretty much the same.
Yeah, well, the birds have been around for millions of years,
And
and
they
they
still-
haven't changed.
I mean, if you think about it, it's more of how making it more fuel efficient. Because also, like, oh, why don't they just use battery to fly the plane? Because it's impossible. Like, it's so heavy that you can't make it efficient enough.
Unless they come up with a cell that's very light and
Well, not only that, but they would need something that could be recharged using the flying power.
Yeah, because like at least when we have fuel, so every flight we're gonna go on a cross-Atlantic Ocean flight. You're gonna take off very heavy, but as you fly, you're getting lighter, and you you're gonna burn less fuel as you're gonna go
That's
over.
the fuel.
And if you and if you're flying on a battery plane, that your weight is never gonna change.
It's always there. Yeah.
It's always gonna be there, so it's
The
much
power-
harder.
Yeah. So I would. It's very difficult. They're
Yeah.
very difficult to.
It's
to
just
say.
maybe finding a different like mineral or or combustion that can be used. But nowadays compared to because if you think about it, aviation history is very short, right? We only learned how to fly just over 120 years
over
ago.
100 years. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
so it's
so-
all new. So everything is still to be figured out. And the same technology, pretty much, and the plane, the design, the construction is similar to the one that we had in the 1950s and 1960s. You know,
Just
like
the materials are changed.
the materials are changed.
More little more sophisticated, but the concept
It's the same.
is the same.
Exactly the same.
way of
Yeah.
flying. Yeah.
So I feel like it's such a hard such a hard thing to change it overnight. You know, it's,
I think of it this way: if the bird's design has been here for forever,
Mhm.
and it changed from the dinosaur age
Yes.
to the one we have today, through all these thousands of years, if nature didn't change the bird as it is, that's because it's perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
So we might have airplanes that have different shapes and all that. That's because we can do that because of the power we have behind us,
Yes.
right? Other than that, we won't be able to fly at all if we didn't have that power.
Mhm.
It's
Okay, we got some more questions here. Do pilots get to take a break? Yeah, I did answer that earlier. If it's a long flight, they get to swap and have a rest or sleep period, and a relief pilot takes over. If it's just two pilots, one of the pilots at a time can take what we call a controlled rest. That doesn't mean you get to sleep, but you can get what we call shut-eye. But we're still monitoring the aircraft, of course. How expensive and how long would flight school be? It really depends
depends.
on where you go, how much loans you take. But I would say for your first step of private pilot license, it's 40 hours minimum. The average is 60 to 70 hours on your training, and that will cost you about, let's say, 10 to 11 to $12,000.
Yeah. Or even more nowadays.
Maybe more nowadays,
Yeah.
yeah. But it really
I think
depends.
last time I checked, for a whole PPL with like the ground school, all the medical exams and everything, it was averaging around 2022.
That's for the PPL.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kind of changes, guys. It really depends on where you
Yeah,
go,
it
how much
depends where
loans
you
you
go.
take, how fast you finish your training,
Exactly.
stuff
the-
like this.
And like don't rush. Like, go as I had friends that when I started my flight training, they were already in school for more than 5 years. Because you get a little bit of money, you pay a couple hours, you fly, and then you work. You're gonna get because it's hard to make it all in all, unless you have the whole bank to spend on it. Otherwise, just take your time, do it slowly but surely, and then just figure it out.
If you notice there's a plane in your pathway, what is the procedure to prevent that? That's a really great question,
Yeah,
Safe.
that's a good question. Yeah.
We have something called TCAS, which is Traffic Collision and Avoidance System. And of course, we also have air traffic controllers, which are making sure that there's spacing between aircraft in lateral
So-
and longitudinal and heights,
We're
height-wise.
just 3 minutes from the top of the
And
set.
our aircraft will let us know if
yep.
we're in a collision course with another plane, and we'll have to take
Do you
evasive
wanna
maneuvers very quickly.
Quickly go.
Well, we can. Well, at this point here, we're gonna 15. We can put down 15 there.
Tomorrow
15,
says,
or
do you
16,
think
16?
AI will take
Okay, let
over
me just-
planes? I don't think AI will take over
And,
planes anytime soon.
We'll
no.
do this checklist.
I think the importance of having a human with a human
Okay.
touch, that care and passion is very important to be in the
All right.
cockpit.
So can you confirm for me what
and
the
there's still a lot
outfit?
of things the
15?
computers can't detect. Yes.
So that'll be 15,900, 16,000.
Okay, 16,000
Yeah.
selected.
Okay. And we'll do the.
Descend.
We'll wait a little bit. When we
Oh.
descend, we'll do this. Do you think, or will we?
Oh,
do
we
it before?
can start doing now, and
Okay.
then
So seatbelt signs, we will put them on because we're gonna
On.
descend. Altimeters.
altimeters is standard for now.
Okay. Reference speeds. So
Okay.
I think we can do that
Let's
there.
go. So we have 134 on flaps 30.
No, I think they mean this one. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, auto brakes. Which one you prefer?
Uh,
It's a long runway, so
yeah, it's long runway. 3 is fine.
3.
And the
Okay.
point that we on exit, that should be enough.
Very good. And recalls? Any recalls that we have up there? No.
No.
He says,
Okay.
would taking French in high school benefit my career as I would be offering 3 languages? I would say around the world, in 99% of the places, aviation standard is English. I mean, having a French as your another language would of course be beneficial in any workplace, because you know you have that
Alright,
multilingual.
Okay.
But
And
I don't think it would
the minimum-
impact your salary or give you a big
I checked
higher
it here.
chance.
Our minimums for this approach is gonna be 220. 220.
220.
Yes.
I got 230, 220. Okay.
Okay.
And it's radio, right?
All right. Yes.
Okay. Descent checklist complete, so we're all set. We have the
16 selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are just approaching our top of descent.
now. Here we go. Are we gonna press this or no?
If you're on VNAV, you shouldn't have to because you
Yeah.
already have the altitude selected.
We'll leave it.
Mhm.
It should.
It should.
Yeah, it should go.
Honey says hello, pretty plane.
If-
Hello, honey.
If you want to
Appreciate it.
descend earlier, you press it.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is the retirement age for flying? I think that also depends on health, but the average I would say is anywhere between 67 to 75. Now it really depends on health. So usually people are retiring around 65, 66.
Yeah.
But if you're really healthy and you're sharp, you can go as long as you
There's
want.
there's something I learned, Ryan. That we can add to that. You want to fly
Sorry.
into Europe? The airlines won't let you because Europe you can't fly into Europe if you're over 65.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So the age is 65. Now, if you want to fly within North America for private and whatever, then you can do that till 80 if you want.
Well, as long as you can renew your medical exams,
Yes.
you're allowed
But
to
to
fly.
Europe, for some reason, they won't let any pilots over 65.
Now, I think that's for local European airlines, though. I think if you're flying from a North American airline into Europe, that's different.
Oh, yeah. That might be different. No.
No, because a friend of mine is having this problem with his co-pilot. He can't fly to Europe because he's retired. He's 65.
Oh.
That's how I know about this.
Maybe
So,
because
I-
like
that
your,
might be-
your
I-
dad is 65.
I believe
And he
depends.
flies.
So,
Huh?
Flies everywhere.
but wait, doesn't it depends on
See,
the
something-
on the airplane where the airplane is registered?
Yes,
'Cause
airplane registry, the airline registered, and
Yeah,
as well as
Because
this-
if if the airplane is registered in Canada, like
That's what I'm talking
the
about.
law,
You take an airplane registered in Canada over to Europe.
yeah.
If you're over 65, you're not allowed. Now, maybe they have maybe it's only in the private sector.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna
Have to-
find out more about that.
We figured that out. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm gonna find out more about that. But I know a friend of mine is having
Longest
if
flight you guys took and where? In the simulator, the longest flight I've done is 7 hours, and in real life, the longest flight is probably 14 hours. And I think that was from Canada to Australia.
I've done 10 hours straight.
I haven't done any longer yet.
Canada to
Yes, you
Australia,
have.
and in the simulator, the
No.
flight
What, on the sim?
7 hours.
On the sim, yeah.
Oh no, sim. Yeah, sim would be 8 hours. On the
Oh,
sim.
in real life, I think 11 hours.
11 hours.
That's my longest.
How long to be a flight attendant in Canada? I have no clue about how long it would
So
take
we are
to
descending.
become a flight
Yeah,
attendant,
we are
but I know
descending,
in
confirm,
Canada,
speed is good. We
a
are on
really
the
great
profile. You
program
can
is
see there.
Seneca.
Perfect.
if you check out Seneca Flight Training, they have a great program for flight attendants and flight maintenance.
Right there, the
and stuff
banana.
like that.
It's perfect there.
What is the limit age of flying a plane? The youngest
you
you
wanna
can be to
quickly
do flight
brief
training
the
is
approach?
14.
Sure.
You can get
Okay.
your PPL at 16
So,
and
As
you
soon as
retire at
finish.
65.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna quickly brief the approach here. So you have as well. The ILS, open it. You can open your chart so people can see back there.
Claudio says hi from Portugal.
What?
Welcome, Claudio.
Yay!
Is he awake now?
Yeah. What time is it in Portugal right now?
Probably 2 in the morning. I mean,
That's
1 in the
1,
morning.
2, 3, 4, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What is he doing awake?
I think he just set an alarm to wake up now and then.
Probably just to see us.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now, how are we doing so far, Claudio?
All right.
1:35 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, so I got it here. It's the same one, right?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. ILS or locked runway 4 right. Okay. This is Boston, Massachusetts. So the lock frequency is 110.3. The 777 already automatically changed that.
Yeah, we'll just check it.
We can just double check. Nav is
So
110.3.
Yep.
Perfect.
And our course,
Okay.
our course is 35.
Approach course is 035.
Right.
Yeah. Runway length we have 8,851 feet available for our landing. Okay. And then the elevation is 19. Okay, so we have all the frequencies here in case we would need if we were on the live stream or something like that. So 80s is 135.0. Oh, sorry,
Boston approach.
just changing my. Okay. Boston approach 126. Why am I?
120.6, no?
Sorry, I just having trouble. Okay, yeah, 120.6. The standby is 263.1, and then we have tower, ground, and circling. Our approach here.
Actually, I should go to that one too. Be the same. I'm noticing it now.
So, in case of a misapproach here, we're gonna climb to 3,000 feet. Okay, on Boston VOR DME radial 030. Okay, so we could actually also add that to a fix if we need to have an extra information for our misapproach. Okay, and 14 Boston 14 DME and hold. That's what we're gonna be circling and hold. Okay, our minimum safe altitude here is 2,500 from the side we're gonna be approaching, which is between 125 and 035 here.
Okay.
All right, and our minimums are set to 20. That's down there.
All right, so we just check our go around just to confirm that. So what do we have here? So our go around will be climbing to 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
It's in Boston VOR.
VOR, yeah,
Okay.
which is
And
radio
then-
030.
Yeah, and then we have a radio of 030 to Wexton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the Boston 14 DME and hold.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. So that's it. It's,
I can
it's
actually, so
according-
as I said, I can actually, so 030 here, and I can put it at the 10. Oh, dash. Let's see if that's gonna go. Dash,
we can put a circle where
there it
the
is. Yeah, and that will give us right there 030 for our this approach.
oh, okay,
Yeah, that's
right on.
okay.
All right, so that's good.
All right, so we're gonna continue to go down, crossing to fly level 220 now. All right, our plane is good. Everything looks sharp. I'm
So
gonna.
our next level is 11,000 above.
Next is 11,000. Yes,
Above,
or
yeah.
above.
To
270 is top speed. We can maintain it.
Autumn. That's what I pronounce it. Okay, so we'll just take a little bit of information out of it we don't need. Yeah, it says there too, but I usually take that out.
Oh yeah.
So
the data,
we're at Autumn has to be 11,000,
11,000. Yeah.
and then the 7. Where's that one? Oh, okay, that one here.
Winter.
Winton is 9,000,
Mm-hmm.
and so on. So it's steps that we see on our approach.
Excellent. Okay.
I don't know why they have so many steps here. There's not that many mountains, is there?
No, I have terrain on mine, and look how clean it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the way they designed it, I guess.
It could be a straight down. I guess.
Okay, so we have.
Yeah. Yeah, we just saved
yeah.
ourselves about 5 minutes so far.
Just by putting that at 100, eh?
So we're gonna be landing in 20 minutes.
Cabin crew, 20 minutes to land.
Good job.
All right, guys.
All right, so 18,000. We can.
So they're descending below 18,000, so they're going to set their altimeter back here. And they're getting close to their approach here. They're following the J-Fun 2 approach arrival into Boston International. And I'll be taking over vectors here pretty soon once they get to the waypoint called Harris, I believe.
Harris, yes.
And once they get to Harris, I'll be vectoring them towards their runway here, which should be, I believe, is 22 left.
No,
zero-
runway
zero
04
four right.
right.
04 right.
ILS 04 right.
Yep, I was just quiet there, guys, as I was letting the pilots prepare their approach here. We can get back to questions now if anybody has
We're
any
gonna do the
questions.
approach checklist
Okay.
as we are getting down.
When you want to do it now or wait a little bit? You can wait till just before vectors.
Okay.
And that'll be about 50 nautical miles, more or less, away.
So I just selected 11.
Perfect. And should be, yep, it's coming down. Good.
Tomorrow said just for TikTok. Did you skip part of your question there? I think you maybe missed out. What do you mean by that? Are you asking where do we stream? We stream everywhere. So all of our platforms are TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. We post stuff everywhere. Appreciate all the questions and the support. Give you a follow back. Dancing Trucker, appreciate that as well. We'll be giving follow backs here to people that are participating and enjoying. So I'll definitely be dropping a follow to people that are supporting the stream. Appreciate you guys. I was asking, what's your position? Why are you always sat in the back on the flights? Oh, the reason I sit in the back is because I run the stream. So I'm doing a lot of tech work. So I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the stream, the bit rate. I'm also vectoring them as an air traffic controller. So I'm kind of the engineer or tech guy while we're streaming here. So I don't sit in the front. But
Sometimes you do.
I'm living. Sometimes I sit in the front and I fly when we're doing air traffic control. But most of the time I'm in the back so I can answer questions. But here,
So it's going to 50.
throw up a
so
peace sign right there. That's me in the back.
I want to control the speed a little bit.
Sure.
How fast do they travel? Currently we're going at 270 knots, but our ground speed is about 286. Actually, no, it's 338. That boy in the back is also known as Ranked. Yo, what's up, cheat code? How you doing, my man? We're on that work shift right now.
It's supposed to be
You know how it
stopping
is.
at the bubble. Green bubble?
Breezy says, what type of aircraft is that? This is the Boeing 777-200 LR. I would love to see the simulator in bad weather and see how the pilots handle that firsthand. What do you guys think? You want to do a little challenge here?
Fernando, you're flying.
Fernando,
We're
you
up
wanna
to it?
do a little bit of a challenge here, a little bad weather? What do you think?
We can do
No,
minimum.
he does it back there.
Oh yeah, doesn't matter.
Let's go for it. Let's go for some storms. Look at that, guys. We put the pilots in a pretty bad storm here. We got heavy rain and heavy clouds coming in. D. Villalon says, greetings and thanks for this content. Appreciate you and thank you so much for joining, D. Hopefully you guys are enjoying.
It says here, eh?
Llama Drama, thank you for the heart. Appreciate
Slowing
that. And
down.
thank you guys for the roses. If you guys share and like the stream, that's much appreciated, guys. We're at 85 new followers today and we're at 10.1k views. Tamara says, are you guys all from Canada? Yes, we're all currently in Canada. We're not from Canada, though. Right? Fernando, you're from?
Brazil.
Brazil. Gabriel?
Portugal.
Portugal. And I was born in Bangladesh, but I moved to Canada when I was 1 year old. So we have a whole mix of backgrounds here in our cockpit. So as you can see, they're currently at 9,000 feet, so they're still above the clouds. But you can see a little bit of the rain if you look
Yeah.
closely.
You're gonna get there soon, guys. Don't worry.
And we're currently descending, so we'll be there soon. UFLY 227, reduce speed to 220.
All right, so we
Two
go
zero.
to 20.
Weil says, hey
220.
Fernando, this is Max. I was there today. Thanks
Got
for
it.
flying with me. Had lots of fun.
Thank you, Max. I remember you.
Appreciate you coming on the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed today, Max, and enjoy the landing as we come in for approach here. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and answer questions, but I'm focusing on becoming air traffic controller now, so
Pretty
I'm gonna be
bad.
vectoring them. So if you guys have questions, I will try and respond as we get closer to the ground here. Okay?
All right, speed is steady now.
I don't like why you're not going down.
All right, UFLY
That's
227, contact approach on 135.5.
135.
135.5. You fly 227. It's okay. Do you wanna do the radio?
Yeah, I'll try. 135. Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
135.5.
I keep put my head here.
You gotta check in, Gabriel.
You fly 227 at 8,000 down to 7,000.
UFLY 227, radar contact, turn left heading 060. Actually, make that 050 for direct Waxen for runway 04 right intercept localizer.
All right, so heading to 050, intercept localizer. You fly 227 heavy.
050.
050.
UFLY 227, reduce speed 180.
180 on the speed. You fly 227 heavy.
UFLY 227, let's make that another 20 degrees left, heading 030. UFLY 227, confirm altitude for interception at Waxen.
Confirming altitude at Waxen. Standby.
The Waxen is our go around 3,000.
You fly 227.
Oh,
Waxen is a go around.
I think he's confusing us.
I think he is.
No,
isn't
no,
he?
I'm. You guys are just fast, so I'm taking you around.
Okay.
But it's 3,000 for the go around, yeah.
Yes.
So it's gonna be
Yep.
3,000 at Nabo as well.
Yep.
Yep. So you fly 227, turn right now, heading 150, direct Griffey.
150 on a heading and direct to Griffey. Correct?
Griffey, yeah.
Yeah. You fly 227 heavy.
So go ahead and put that in, and then you guys can fly direct Griffey.
You got that, Fernando? Okay, perfect.
You fly 227, descend and maintain 5,000.
Maintain and descend, maintain 5,000. You fly 227 heavy. I think that's enough of that one.
That's good. Because it's a storm, so it's always going to be dangerous. So it's better to be a
Yeah.
little bit faster.
UFLY 227, increase speed 210 until Griffey, and then reduce speed back to 180.
Increase speed to 210 and back to 180 at Griffey. UFLY 227 heavy.
UFLY Simulator Brazil account, which is Claudio, asks Gabriel, can you work tomorrow? That's funny.
Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, sure. That's funny.
So if you
I guess
guys take a
you're
look
not
on the
into
bottom
one?
of your screen there,
Hmm?
you'll see that they can't see much as they're flying through the clouds here. But as they come beneath the clouds, it'll clear up a little better.
As you know, you guys noticed that we're not even looking on site. We're concentrating on what's happening in here.
I'm going to maintain flaps 1 for now, okay?
Yeah, because at Griffin he wants
Yes.
it. They want us to go to
180, right?
180.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like to leave the chart on the approach, so
Cool,
we can
right?
we can
Yeah.
see our profile.
I know, that's neat. I like that. Yeah, that was a neat feature.
UFLY 227, descend and maintain 3000.
Down to 3,000 aircraft. Okay. You fly 227. So down to 3,000. And we're still waiting till.
Yeah, I think he's gonna cut us straight to multi soon. I mean, not soon, but once we slow down more. That's way we don't have to go all around.
UFLY 227, reduce speed 180, descend 3000, and turn right heading
There it goes.
210.
Reduced to 180 and sorry, go ahead. Call back again.
Heading 210, altitude 3000, and speed 180.
210 and altitude 3,000 and heading at 210.
Good job.
You fly 227 heavy.
Good job.
I was concentrating on the numbers.
Yeah, it's a lot of numbers.
'Cause I think I was gonna say 180 again,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I said that at the beginning. I like this little thing.
And it's great. It's a great.
All right, UFLY 227, the tower frequency is 128.8. I'm going to be with you until you turn right on the localizer, but you can prep frequency 128.8 for tower.
128.8 for tower. You fly 227 heavy. So we would change it on here.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna change it.
Go ahead,
I just
try
wrote it down.
Yeah, oh, we need to train it.
UFLY 227, turn right heading 300, direct Milt for intercept localizer runway 04 right.
Turning to 300 to what do you say?
Note.
Milt.
Yep.
You fly 227 heavy.
All right, UFLY 227, you're clear to intercept the localizer for runway 04 right. Once you hit Milt, contact tower on 128.8.
Clear to localizer 04 right and clear to Milton. You fly 227 heavy.
Okay,
Milton,
so
Milty.
we're gonna come in hot because we're still a little high.
Yeah, we're gonna slow it down.
Yeah, can you ask for a slowdown a little bit?
You fly 227, requesting slower speed if possible.
Yeah, UFLY 227, speed and altitude your discretion for approach on 04 right.
Speed and altitude to our discretion. You fly 227 heavy.
Okay.
So I'll put some of the
Nice. The spoilers a little bit.
Yep.
So approach is on. Just waiting for localizing glide slope. Flying LNAV for now. Flaps 15. Speed's good. Our final speed is going to be 130. In this case, I'm going to add 10 to the final speed, so 144 is going to be our actual final speed. Okay.
Okay, so as soon as we come around the corner here,
You may want to descend more for the glide
Yeah.
slope
a little bit more
and reduce your final speed now.
Okay,
to
so
reference speed.
140.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add some more of this. It's the weather. We weren't expecting this, but that's what it is.
Landing gear down.
Landing gear down. That's good. Check. Okay.
And flaps.
And check your altitude here, Fernando, because it's going to altitude hold. You need to keep descending
Might have to take over.
because you don't have the glide slope diamond yet.
Okay, I have controls.
You have control.
All right, guys. So you can
approach.
see an adverse scenario here where he has to take over the aircraft because I gave them a vector a little bit steep into Milt. So Fernando has now taken over the aircraft and he's going to manually fly in the plane while there's bad weather.
We got reference speed.
Yes.
And don't be afraid to go around if you're not stable.
Okay.
I will vector you again.
All right. So radios in courses, altimeters set. The crew's contacted, and the maps and charts, approach chart just complete.
It's not good.
And then we're at 10 miles already, so I'll do this quickly. Landing lights, gear down,
Green.
speed brake armed, and spoiler flaps at 30. All right, so we complete that. We're gonna get fired for that one.
We're very high.
We are.
Yeah, we might have to go around.
All right, you fly 27. You're quite high in the approach. Let's go for a go around. Turn right heading 120. Climb and maintain 2000.
Maintain the configuration for now. Just wait for a pitch up.
Yep.
And flaps 20.
Flaps 20. Check.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. Check.
Landing gear up.
Flaps 1.
Landing
gear up. Check. Runway heading.
He asked for a right turn. Just confirm.
Right turn
one.
heading 210. You fly 227 and climb and maintain 2000.
210 and maintain 2000. 3000. Two 210?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh. 210.
Heading select, please.
Heading, yeah, 210. Heading select. That's a nice turn, Ryan, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
And can you confirm the altitude that he asked us to maintain the
Yeah.
altitude?
You fly 227, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, yeah, I put it already here. I don't
Can
know
you
if you do
select
that.
it for me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dancing Trucker, that's what we call a go around. If the aircraft is not stable because of the weather, we're going to go around and attempt the approach again so it's safe. Is the simulator just the cockpit or do you have the rest of the plane? It's the cockpit plus a little bit of space in the back, but we don't have a full hull, no. Are you landing? Yes, we're going back around for the landing, correct.
Got some lightning out there.
Alright, you fly 227, descend and maintain 2000 and reduce speed 210.
Down to 2000, maintain 210. There, you fly 227. So, 2000 and 210.
Speed,
Oops,
speed.
there. And speed?
Just wait, because I'm still slowing down.
Put 190. That's bad.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, it was too steep. We were too high. Far from the glide slope. So.
Yeah, so at Milt, you need to be at what, 1700?
1700 and we were to 3000.
Yeah,
Coming
so
back.
let's reduce to 1700 as well.
Reduce down to 17.
Yep.
Okay, check.
Alright, you fly 227, reduce speed 170.
170, UFLY 227.
Okay. So are we gonna try the same approach? Can
Yeah,
you
we
reload it
configure
for
it.
us?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I will do that. Austin 04. And I'll set approach.
Perfect. You
Okay,
can
I'm gonna
go-
do it. I'm
we're-
gonna
we're
do it
gonna go
again
direct
after. Okay.
melt. We're gonna go direct melt. So
Yeah.
Just wait
just
for
keep-
me to slow down.
I'll do it again. It'll straighten that up.
No, that's okay for now, because I'm still flying heading, so that's okay.
Yeah. And it's still too fast.
I get anxiety from turbulence, or is it something to worry about, or is it normal? Turbulence and wind is very normal, and the aircraft are built to withstand high levels of turbulence and wind, much more than you would ever experience in a real flight. So I would put your mind to ease and just know that the aircraft is built to handle that for sure. So no worries on that tomorrow. Ali says we're there. Yeah, we're very close here, guys. Very close. We're about to make our final turn here.
We're gonna level up in the stabilizer soon. Can you just request for new headings? Because now we're good.
UFLY 27, turn right heading 300 to intercept localizer for runway 04 right.
300, localizer 04 right, UFLY 227 heavy.
Make sure you arm approach.
Approach.
Alright, UFLY 227 once again, tower frequencies 128.8. Once you are about to intercept localizer, swap over and contact tower 128.8.
28.8, UFLY 227 heavy.
Dance League Trucker says soft landing please. Fernando will do his best for sure. But you did request weather, so we'll see. Let's see if you can do it. Alright, UFLY 227, turn right heading 310 to intercept Milt.
310, UFLY 227 heavy.
And UFLY 227, speed and altitude is at your discretion now. 128.8 once you intercept localizer, cleared for the approach runway 04 right.
Okay, I'm gonna slow you down. 15 flaps, you got it? Yeah.
Got it. Also, we are at mute. We can come with landing gear down, okay?
That'll slow us down a little bit too.
And for final speed, 143, please.
Final speed. And that's reference speed. Flaps 20,
That's 30.
flaps 30. Oops, 30.
Thank you.
Okay. There. Alright. So we're good. Ooh, that's better. And then flaps 30 now.
Thank you.
That's good, that's good. Look at those numbers. Oh my gosh.
Going crazy.
Yep.
UFLY 227, caution from departing aircraft for wind shear for runway 04 right, about 500 feet from runway.
Wind shear. Look out for wind shear 500 feet, UFLY 227, and heavy.
Can you adjust the speed for me, please, at the middle?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, 143, please.
143, a little bit higher. Okay. Agree. 44.
That's good.
She's going crazy. Ryan, you have a picture? Did you catch that?
Catch what?
The speeds?
Yeah.
just for them to see what the weather gave us.
Oh, they can see. They can see it all right. Weather's looking terrible. It is indeed, guys. Dancing Trucker requested the bad weather, so our pilots here are demonstrating what it would be
Localizer
like.
alive.
Yep, localizer alive and the guide slope alive. So
Mara says, what got you into becoming a pilot? My dad was in the military as an Air Force pilot and then a commercial pilot and a pilot for the UN. So I've been around planes my whole life since I was very small. So I kind of got into it early. Thank you so much. This is great
Welcome.
stuff. No problem, Dancing Trucker. As long as you guys are enjoying here. All right, UFLY 227-128.8. Have a good day.
you fly. Have a good day. You fly 227 heavy.
So you got a contact tower here, Gabriel.
Oh yeah, so that's 28. 28.8. Yeah, I'm on here. I changed it already.
So you got to
So
check
tower-
in.
Tower, this is UFLY 227 on approach 04 right, and we have information alpha.
Can I have auto brakes on max, please?
We got it.
UFLY 227 radar contact. You are cleared for the approach on runway 04 right. Caution wind shear.
If there's wind shear on final, we're gonna go around.
Looking for wind shear. UFLY 227
This
heavy.
is Boston International, guys. Boston International. UFLY 227 aircraft has departed 04 right. You are cleared to land 04 right.
Clear to land. UFLY 227 heavy. Pretty good, Fernando. That's good. With all that crap going out there.
So if you guys look at the top right of your
Stable.
screen, you can see how he's controlling the yoke of the aircraft. And you can see in the middle he has his hands on the throttle as well.
Approaching Finland. Runway in sight.
Check. Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Manual braking.
Speed brake up.
Back.
Good.
Reverse. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna slide.
the reverse. I had to reset it. Didn't come up.
Yeah, it didn't come up, did it?
No.
80 knots.
60 knots.
Approaching.
We got it. That was a little tense.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, that was a little tense.
I was crying because of my allergy.
Oh.
I was staring at the screen so badly that my eyes started to hurt. Look at
Oh
this.
shit!
Yeah.
Okay, I got control.
Guys, he was
You have
so
controls.
focused with his eyes that he teared up.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't even blink. He didn't even blink.
My iPad.
Oh, I can
Look at that, guys. What a difficult landing through the weather. Fernando killed it, guys. Let's get a round of applause for Fernando right there. He did it. Great job.
Wow.
He had some insane winds right there, guys. We had about a 28 knots wind right there on
You
the
could see
approach.
by while he's handling the yoke, how tense it was.
It'll take the captain a few moments.
It was all over the place.
And we ask you to remain seated.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to Boston International. Thank you guys for hanging with us throughout the
You okay?
whole day.
Oh yeah. I was just staring at the screen so
I
bad.
know, eh? Yeah, you did good.
This is the termination of our flight. So we are
All right,
Yeah.
UFLY 227, you're cleared to actually go onto runway 33 right here, make a left turn.
personnel should be taken when opening overhead lockers, but some items may have shifted
I'm gonna open for
Left turn on runway 2233
33 right.
right, and
Follow the runway all the way to the end, and we'll make a left turn on November into the apron.
Runway.
November to the apron.
Remaining.
UFLY 227 heavy.
Look at that. He's getting a bunch of bravos from Ali. Tomorrow says, good job, buddy. Got
Thank you,
Dancing
guys.
Trucker congratulating. We got Max saying great landing.
Good request.
That was a good one, guys. Good
Yeah.
request. Good request for sure. It was a tough one, challenging one, but we got it down. And every safe landing is a good landing.
Let me help you here, Captain.
Oh, the window wiper. Yeah.
You can actually hear the sound, eh? put yours on too, Fernando? Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
We don't see it, but we hear it
Yeah.
sound.
Short runway.
You gotta put in some wipers there, Gabriel.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
know, eh?
engineer some
That would
wipers.
be, yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be cool, man.
And then we have to put windshields so often because there's no water actually gone.
No, you get a spray. You get a spray going too.
We could keep them away from it. The
We
wind,
we can get a little mist sprayer going. So
Oh,
it
that's
sprays
good
on the
to
windshield and we wipe it
Oh.
off.
That'd be neat.
You guys deserve a drink now? Oh, definitely. What are we drinking tomorrow? What are you getting for us? I'm thinking a little Macallan.
It's over here, isn't it?
Macallan
no,
on
go
ice.
straight.
Straight.
The next one.
Some tequila. Oi, rumba. Some tequila.
Tequila.
Oh man. Yeah, tequila's gonna mess us up. That's for sure. Tequila, some salt, some lime.
I'm gonna, right there is good.
Okay, right and then straight
Or
forward.
straight. Go to the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to the other. This sounds like a heartbeat. It does sound like a heartbeat.
That's a pretty calm heartbeat, man. Wish my heart was that slow.
Okay, so
Yours, how about mine?
we're gonna park right there on the left. Okay.
You guys are the best. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Samson saw that comment. Thank you so much. Just remember, Llama Drama says 8 hours of bottle to the throttle. That's right.
Bottle to the throttle.
That's
babe.
correct. Yeah, 8 hours in between the bottle to the throttle. Maybe actually it's longer than that. It's more than 8 hours, I think. It's 12.
Whoa.
Was that thunder or was somebody
No.
on the
What?
mic? That sounds like
A little
that sounds
thunder there.
like thunder.
Look at the
Corey
flash.
says the landing was good, but it could have been a bit better. Definitely, every landing could be a bit
Yeah,
better.
of
He was
course.
a little bit off center line there because of the wind, but he adjusted and got it
Yeah.
back in.
And right after touching down, reverse thrust didn't come up. I had to reset it too, so that took me out of the
Oh,
runway. a
APU's
little
already
bit.
running.
Yeah, I did it when we after landing.
Okay.
All right, so after landing checklist, APU is running, anti-ice all off. Okay, exterior light as
All off,
required.
Yeah.
Okay, all off. We can go logo.
That one up. This one off.
Turn off,
Logo. Yeah, we
Yeah.
turn off logo.
and then fuel switch controls cut off. Both engines are off. Auto brakes are off. Flaps are up. Speed brakes are
Brake
down. Okay. Transponder is in standby. All right. We have all the lights off here. Passenger signs off. There we go. And then we can go to the hydraulic pump.
I go fuel first, I
Alright.
guess. Always start this side. And then we come here. We go here. We go here. We go here. And finish it off there.
Okay, and then we can just turn off our radios, and the door behind us should be unlocked. Perfect. Great job, Captain.
All right, guys.
Nice.
Our
Good
pilot's
stuff.
the last one off the plane. Yes, the crew is always last off the plane. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. What an amazing stream. Thank you guys for all the questions. Much love for the support. Thank you guys for hanging out on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Facebook. Really, really appreciate it, guys. We'll be back next week as usual, Friday evenings, hopefully around the same time or maybe a bit earlier. And maybe you guys will see a stream on Monday, maybe, and we'll be doing air traffic control, so you guys can actually listen in to real air traffic control communication on Monday. We'll see if the pilots are free, if we can make it. And yeah, thank you guys for all the questions. Tomorrow, especially you, a lot of questions from you. Appreciate that. Captain Edward, Pyro, Corey, Max, who else we got in here? Breezy, we got Samson, we got Llama Drama, we got Ali, we had Dancing Trucker, whole bunch of people. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you
Can't really
guys so
shout out
much.
everybody. There were so many of you. We had 10.3 thousand people today
Oh,
that
that's
came in,
excellent.
peak viewers. So appreciate it. Somya, we're just ending the stream here. So appreciate it, guys. So hopefully you guys have a great Friday evening, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, take care,
So long. Thank you.
and
Bye-bye.
goodbye from the UFLY team.